All right, all right, all right. We're getting close. We got about 8 minutes. I'm not going to run through the equities again. I did a morning market meeting. You guys could check that out. Save me some words. But let's take a quick look at the economics, the news. Oh, wait, hold on. I got S&P or CNBC on. Just had it run in the background. So we got Powell speaking at 11 o'clock. I guess that might call a little attention. I'll probably lay off trading. If I see a real good setup, I'll take it. But I'm certainly going to back off around 10:30, which I guess I usually do, especially on a Friday, because I am the lazy trader. Maybe I should change the tag name. Lazy trader. I don't even see anything that's very motivating going forward. You got durable goods on Wednesday of next week. So the only catalyst will probably be earnings catalyst. Let's see, we got anybody good today? Goodyear Tire. They don't really move markets, do they? Oppenheimer, Republic. Still lots of banks. There's T-Mobile. I really like that company. I actually went short on the Sprint purchase. And I got out at a break even, but I went way, way out of the money on that short. There's nothing else that's really tickling my fancy going forward, but that's about it. And what's hey, you heard they caught Fauci lying, man. They were doing work in China on the coronavirus, and I think they manipulated the spike proteins to adhere to human receptors, and they didn't disclose the work. They just admitted that last night. Guess we won't be seeing much of Fauci. You know, he's going to dig himself a hole. I don't see anything. Beyond meat. That's ridiculous, you know? Either eat meat or don't eat meat. I mean, substitutes. I don't even believe in sugar-frees. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're going to use sugar substitutes. I mean, either eat the sugar or don't eat the sugar. But then again, I'm the kind of guy who doesn't cut his booze either. So I'm either drinking straight Jack Daniels or no Jack Daniels at all. Or straight whiskeys and scotches or no whiskeys and scotch at all. Or actually, in my older years, I've been drinking a lot of rum. Or focusing mainly on rum. Staying away from the bourbons and the whiskeys and the scotches. Good morning, Anthony. You're up bright and early. So that psycho trader took a trade against the grain, against the market again, against my advice. which I just tell him my opinion. Obviously, I'm not making recommendations to the guy. Although, I mean, it's no problem. I mean, I can comfortably converse with the guy about securities and not worry about him crying to regulators because the guy's got years in the industry. But he hasn't really called much because I think he's embarrassed at this point. And you know what? I mean, my heart was going out to him on the first trade, but I mean, the next day, man, the next day, he does it again. So, not a whole lot of empathy going on over here. I mean, I want to see him do well. I don't wish poorly on anybody. But, I mean, come on, man. The next day. So, I'm looking at the ES, which is the S&P futures, just trying to gauge where we're going to open, and we got 2 minutes to the open. So the ES is up 3. So we're flat, man. It's anybody's guess right now. And I guess we'll know more in the next 2 minutes where this bad boy is going. I'm seeing a lot of red in the pre-market on my charts here. What's the 10-year doing? Even the 10-year pulled back a little bit. A little bit ski. He's in hot water again. Yeah, he's not that bad off right now. I mean, he's the wrong way. I think this one will probably work out for him. I mean, because probabilities just suggest that the market's going to turn around. You know, you have 7 up days. I mean, that is crazy, man. Let's just pop one of these charts to a daily. Market's probably... Look at that. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. We're open. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Oh, look. And there it is. Here's the pullback. Leaving a gap. I wonder where we're going. I'm looking for like 519. I think that's a realistic goal. Flag on the 30-second chart. I think I might take that flag if it triggers. Oh, bit of a retrace. Hmm. Mm-hmm. This is not working out for Dave. Oh, there's the app. Okay, that worked out for Dave. 30 minutes getting overextended. Probably twisting in his seat right now, man. So that open low and come down. But that close of the gap, I like that because I think it's going to close that gap and just turn around. No, I didn't see it. What's going on with it? Two minutes getting overextended right here. Although the 5-minute momentum looks real good, 2-minute. I mean, you can call it a divergence, but it's just from yesterday's trade. So I don't know how much I'll invest in that. $5.50. Damn. It's cold here, fellas. You're talking to one unhappy white boy. Oh, look at that. I'm giving away my secrets. Well, I guess you guys knew I was Italian, so you probably assumed I was white. That's right. I'm mighty whitey. Actually, when I was younger, I knew a dude, rough guy. And actually, my buddy was dating his girlfriend. This dude was in jail. And in jail, the brothers used to call him Mighty Whitey. So you could imagine what he was like. Then he got out of jail and caught my buddy. And we were, I guess, we were like between 16 and 17 at the time. This dude's leg was like as big as the two of us. And my buddy was a scrappy dude, man. I mean, this guy was quick with his hands. And we used to do a bit of bar scrapping. And I knew I was getting out of those bars alive if this guy had my back. I mean, he was a scrappy guy. But, that Mighty Whitey, that was one scary dude. And he walked up to my buddy, took off my buddy's glasses, his sunglasses, and just said, "She's mine." And my buddy said, "You got it." And to show you how what kind of guy he is, he's actually a wise guy today. I mean, he makes a living in violence. Not that I condone that kind of behavior, but I mean, I grew up with the guy, and it's nothing but love between he and I, but I don't participate in his antics. I might have told you the story. One time I was in this guy's car. I guess we were like in our 20s, and it had to be like 3, 4 in the morning. We were shooting through Queens on Northern Boulevard. And this guy's blowing lights left and right, red lights. Now, I don't do that, man. I don't care how empty the street is. I'm stopping at every red light because you never know. Accidents happen from things you don't see. Look at this baby just ripping. Oh, that's the Dow. The Dow keeps pushing up. So anyway, he's blowing through lights, and yeah, I'm a little bothered, but I'm not being a sissy about it. I'm definitely keeping my eyes open, making sure nothing's coming at us. So we get to some after-hours club, and we didn't want to go in with our jackets. He pops the trunk, and he's got garbage bags full of weed. And this is back in the day when, it was against the law to have weed. And I'm like, yo, this has got to be the dumbest criminal I ever met in my life. I mean, you got garbage bags full of weed in the trunk of your car, and you're blowing fucking red lights? I mean, why don't you just write transporting weed on the side of his car? Oh man, I ripped him an ass then, man. I mean, I was literally hitting the guy, but I was slamming on the guy actually. But I couldn't believe it, cursing my head off. But I mean, I don't care that he's that dumb, but don't put me in that position. Like, the cop's gonna believe that I had nothing to do with it. Anyway, that's the kind of guy he is. He's just self-destructive. But I know he loves me. Yeah, and it just keeps going up, up, and up, and up, and up, non-stop. So, like I've been saying for the past week, the markets can stay irrational longer than you can stay liquid. And that's why we have risk management and stop loss. Because when we're wrong, we want to get out, sit back, have another shot at it, make some money when we're right. And that's why we try to maintain that 2-to-1 ratio of risk reward. So if you're risking $100, the reward's got to be $200. And if you do that, you only have to be right. How much? I've said it 100 times. 33% of the time, and you'll be profitable. I mean, you could do the math, and then you could see what I think. If you hold a 3-to-1 risk reward, I think it goes down to like 15% of the time you have to be right, or something like that, or yeah, something like that. I don't know what that. I mean, that's irrelevant. Hold 2-to-1, you guys will do all right. The reason, like, spreads are. I mean, the risk reward is outside of that, but that's max loss, is because it's a very conservative trade and the probabilities are all in your favor. But the reality is, like, I tell people that I train to do this, to have, a stop loss. Choose a stop loss, how much you could handle. Yeah, I'm really not looking to go long either, man. My bias, and sometimes I get upset that I do that, but my bias is really against this move. I mean, it just keeps running and running and running, and I miss out, and I do that often, and I'm trying to work out a way of getting around that. But the reality is that if I don't feel good about a trade, I'm just not going to do the trade. And I'm not too worried about the money I miss out. There's plenty of money to be made. When it's moving in my direction, I take the trade, and I believe that, this kind of mentality, I may be missing out on some situations, but I think that it's really saving me more on the hurt. And it's kind of hard to put down in paper and really figure, because, I mean, where you get in, where you get out, all that shit changes when you have money on the line. I could paper trade it and say, oh, I would have made this much. And then, okay, if I stuck to that philosophy, I would have lost this much. But even simulated at this point, it's just, it doesn't pay. for me. Oh, look, I'm getting text. How come he doesn't call? Let's just call the guy. Okay, everybody be quiet. Don't let him know you're on the line with us. He just doesn't want to. I told you so. Okay, shh.
Good morning, buddy.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So yeah, it's got a lot of strength, man. I'll tell you, I didn't take the move. I'm just too apprehensive. I can't see this thing. Just
What
keep
move?
the move up. I didn't take a directional on the move up
Okay.
because I just can't gain confidence in it. Looks like the 30-second is fading right here and it's rolling over, and it looks like the 1 minute is rolling over. I'm looking for that shooting star. You know, it's an inverted hammer. It looks like an inverted hammer, and I mean, you want an aggressive push up and then a turnaround to create that tail to the upside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this could be playing it out.
The S&P and the Dow are making new highs.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I told you that the only target you could really, I mean, you could do a Fibonacci extension, but I mean, that gives me like 100 points, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know how viable that is. I mean, that's a big move. I mean,
Dude, I see Facebook down, fucking Intel down, Beyond Meat. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know how this is up.
Yeah, I'm looking at red across the board.
Everywhere.
Hold on, let me just look at my sectors and see what's green. All right, I obviously got all the commodities are green.
Yeah.
My staples are green, energy's green, healthcare's red, industrial are green, materials are green, real estate's green, everything's green, even tech is green, utilities
Tech
are
is
green.
green?
Yeah, healthcare's red.
Tech green?
Well, just sector wise, so there's probably more techs going up than the big names.
This is crazy, bro.
Yep.
These options are 80 cents right now.
Brazil's down. India's down. Africa's down. All the other country sectors are up too, man. UK, Canada. Man, it looks like people have an abundance of money.
Asia?
Italy's up. Africa, Russia, Korea up. China up.
What about
Japan up.
China's up?
Yep. Australia up. Singapore up.
Damn. Dude, Australia's burning. I don't even know how they're up. This is wild, man. I mean, I just, you know, it's just unbelievable to me.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
When have you seen 8 up bars on the S&P? I can't go that far. I can only go back on the weekly, and then, you know, I get a weekly.
Nothing's up substantially.
Do you see 8 up days anywhere?
Nah, I mean, I don't have to look back. I mean, I know. I mean, I recall 7, but so rare.
When? A year, 2 years ago? Like what?
Oh, I mean, I don't recall the date, man. I mean, you know, I'm not Rain Man.
No, I know. Yo, do you not believe this is political, dude? Like, I mean, so you heard what came out yesterday with politicians, they can't trade, right? So that puts an axe on people like Pelosi, right? Buying into the markets. But, like, you know, it doesn't take very much buying or selling to create the markets to push up or down, right?
Nah, man. I mean, yeah, I don't believe that. That's why, I mean, I'm not really going along with your theory here. I mean, you know how many people have to be involved with the conspiracy to make it work? That's, I mean, so it's pretty hard to make conspiracies work.
A video of Kramer talking about RIM back in the day. A video, dude. This was before he was
about
big.
What?
RIM. Remember the stock RIM?
Yeah.
Of course you do. Anyways, he was talking about a stock like RIM, and he said, you know, in the interview, it doesn't take very much to create a stock like this to go up, right? He's like, it can be done with like 10, 15, 20 million. I think 25 was the number he talked about. I'll send you the video. So anyways, this was like fucking 25 years ago, man, right?
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is, I don't think it takes a lot, dude, to create, you know, like let's say these algorithms are paired, like Apple goes up, right? and then the whole market goes up or whatever.
Well,
right?
okay, so I can agree that you can influence the algorithms, but I mean, you're talking about a lot of money to move it, and right now we all know that it's kind of light volume. There's euphoria in markets, and they're taking advantage of dumb people. I mean, I don't know so much that it's political. I think this is just an industry kind of thing. Everybody's kind of laying back on their shorts because they know that in this environment the market's going to float up, and then they have a general idea where they can trigger the algorithms. So, you know, I mean, manipulated. I don't know if I'll call it manipulated. I think they're leveraging what they know. They're taking advantage of, you know, what knowledge they have. I don't think the politicians are pushing this shit up. I don't even think they're smart enough to tell you the truth. You know, I mean, the only guy with enough sense to keep floating the market up was Trump. You know, and I mean, and he did it by having the Treasury buy shit. You know.
Dude, the hedge funds are all fucking left-wing Democrats, bro. You know that.
Well,
Wall Street.
yeah, they are. I can't
they
argue that.
This fucking guy Biden.
Yeah.
They did, dude. They did. They put him in office, man. Him and Tech.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Like,
they're sorry now.
It's just hard to believe, dude. Like everything I filled up my gas the other day, dude. I'm almost thinking I'm gonna be broke, dude, by this fucking end of this year. Gas prices are so high, dude.
Yeah, I know, man.
I have an SUV, but dude, like, and I'm in Jersey, man. This is the lowest gas price on the East Coast.
Yeah, I actually shoot across the border to go get some fuel. I mean, it's just across the river, so.
I was paying like $2 in the summertime. It's like $3.50 now, dude. It's a big tax on the middle class, man.
Yep. Yeah, yo, I mean, the reality is the market should come down. I mean, there's no argument there, but yeah, you know, I mean, I've said it 100 times. I'm tired of saying it. The market can be well. Go ahead. Right. I'll get back to my cliche later.
Okay, if this is go get to it.
No, that's all right. The moment's gone.
All right. So let's say we grind up slowly. You're just not going to make any money?
Well, I took a few trades, man. I took a few directionals. I socked away some money. I mean, I'm not going to take the spread trade. I'm not going to take a call trade, and I don't like the premium on the puts. I'm kind of worried about a sell off I'm expecting. I want to get that juice. So you say I'm not going to make money. I mean, I'm not going to book profits, but I'm also not going to book losses. So as soon as this shit turns around or gives me a position, I'm going to book some nice profits. So
your strategy doesn't work on the top Keltner, above the Keltner, or below the
Keltner? It works fine. It's just, no. It works fine all across the board. I'm just not comfortable with the volatility right now. So every strategy...
There is no volatility, dude. The VIX is at 15.
Well, volatility is the movement of the market. So when I get the S&P moving 70 points at a clip, that shit is volatility. The VIX comes down when the fear factor comes down. The fear factor comes down when the markets move up. So that's not really telling me volatility. I mean, it's a nice marketing tool for the average people and something talking heads get to say on the news, but it's not volatility. The S&P moves 30 points at a clip. When it's moving 50 to 70, that's volatility. That's a problem.
All right, but we're under that now recently. Last 3 days.
Yeah, but I don't think we're out of the woods. I mean, I feel that we still got some 70-day drops. You know, I mean, I could be wrong, no doubt, but that's fine. Until the seasonality changes, I'm going to stay conservative. But I'm happy to take a spread. I just want some juice in it. I'm not going to lay my money down for nothing. The other thing I did was I took some debit spread. So, you know, my risks are like bullshit. But I mean, if I'm right, it's gonna pay off nice. It'll be a little kick in the ass. But
you need to move up, dude, like a big move.
No, I need to move down. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's everything I'm doing. I'm kind of bearish.
Right.
But there's no confirmation here, so I'm not going to lay big money down unless I get a confirmation that this thing is going to turn around. I believe it should.
Facebook down 5%. Google down 3%, Amazon down 1%.
Yeah.
What the fuck? How's your tech screen up?
Well, I guess sector wide, small techs are up. You know, I mean,
Whether
that's all
4%.
big weight in the S&P, but it doesn't necessarily have to be big weight in the ETFs that I use to track the sectors.
Yeah.
You know, they could dollar value in the ETFs. I mean, I didn't dissect them, but they could dollar value in the ETFs, and then everything has equal weight.
This is crazy, bro. Why is the Dow up 126 points?
Yeah, I think it's just light volume and bullshit floating this thing up. So again, I mean, actually, that 30-minute looks pretty good. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a shooting star today. And like I said, you got to have that mad run up to get that shooting star.
We need 46.12. So your shooting star doesn't have to be red, does it?
No, it doesn't have to be red. Shooting star is just simply a small body at the lower end of a long tail. The tail's got to be at least 2 times the body size. That's what's important. And little to no lower wick.
So we need a really big move up for this thing.
Well, no, we need a nice move down right now. And then, you know, if we close at the lows, we're looking good.
Yeah. Oh, man.
But even that weekly, man, I'm looking at the weekly. And that weekly.
Yesterday, it was very bullish. I saw that.
Yeah, that weekly looks strong, dude. And today's Friday.
I know. That's what scares the shit out of me.
But you know, well, I don't know. I mean, what's the low? 470. I mean, I don't think it's going to drop 100 points today, but that would be sweet, man, to see. You know, a shooting star on a weekly. I mean, forget about it. I'd put a ton of cash on that once it breaks.
I don't know why we're up so much.
Yeah,
dude.
but you could even see the divergence in the Mac Daddy. You know, so if we turn around, it could be you know, a bearish divergence going on right here. Although it also could be a reset of the momentum, and then we could start a move up, a momentum move up. But if I see that happen, I mean, I could start. I'll lose my risk aversion and get a little more aggressive with putting on trades. So anyway, it's just based on what the market tells me.
What do you see as the delta on my 1029 635 50s?
Hold on, let me
Not delta. Well, yeah, fine. I'm sorry, theta. What's the theta on that?
What'd you say? 1029s?
Yeah, 35 50s.
And you're looking at 35 50s. Didn't. Where are you?
I see 16 cents.
Yeah, that's what I got. 16 cents.
You do?
Yeah, 17. I mean, we're bouncing between 16 and 17.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, brother.
Market's so resilient, Dave.
I wonder if that open interest is showing me the spread as an open interest.
What do you see? 1100, right?
Yeah, that's a pretty big spread on that open interest. That's encouraging enough. I mean, a 3-cent delta.
3 delta, right? I don't think that's... Yeah, but then if you look at the single, that's more like a 7 delta.
Yeah, is it? Yeah, that sounds logical. That's nice and conservative, too. I mean...
Well, my strategy is 5 deltas, right? And I've been getting smoked, man.
Yeah, but I mean, you're going against the grain. I mean, everything's screaming bullish, and you're taking a bearish trade, you know?
For you, though. You're bearish.
I'm bearish, but you're taking a bearish trade with a tremendous amount of risk. I mean, you know, I'm taking a trade that's going to cost me $15 if I'm wrong, you know, per spread. I mean, you know, it's a lot different than it costing me $45,000.
Yeah.
You know, or even $1,500 per spread. I'm not going to lay $1,500 on an assumption. I mean, I'll lay $1,500 if I get a confirmation. I say, yo, this is turning around. And yeah, you know, I said yesterday that everything was against that spread. It was calling for a put spread instead of a call spread. I mean, and look, you mentioned volatility before. You said the VIX is down, but here you're taking 5 deltas and you're getting fucking smoked. When you know, normally we take a much higher delta. You know, and you know, so if we take a higher delta, we're taking on more risk. but we're making money. Now you're taking 5 deltas and you're getting smoked. So that's a lot of volatility if you can get smoked on a 5 delta.
Yeah, I know.
So again, that's why I'm curtailing. You're just too focused on the P&L, man. You're too concerned about making money. I'm more concerned about making a good trade. And the byproduct of making a good trade is I make money. Just like when I was training you at the firm, man. Right?
Yeah.
Don't focus on the gross. Focus on the money raised. The gross was a byproduct.
Fuck. All right, man. I don't know. You think we break 5,600?
Nah, dude. But yo, bro, I really didn't think you would get hurt on that last trade either. I didn't like the trade, but I was like, all right, it was a little more risk than you're taking, but I really didn't think you were gonna get smoked on that trade.
Yeah, me neither.
But yo, I mean, 7 days up.
8. This would be 8.
Okay, totally overextended. Really, this thing is gonna push to
What's the Dow? Is that also how many updates is the Dow at?
I don't know. I don't really clock the dailies, but yeah, it's. I mean, I think it's up a day more than the S&P. Oh man, just sort of like a hawk dive on something. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's crazy, but I mean, you get those days that you talk about, forever, and like the 80 or 90 point down days in the S&P, and this could just be one of those trading situations where we're going to talk about it for a long time. Like, you believe the market went up 10 days in a row,
No.
and that's why you use stop losses in the event that shit happens,
I mean, Dave, I had 2 opportunities to get out of last trade. One at 30 cents profit, and one I should have just blew out of it at 220. So it's not, it's you know what I'm saying? Like, the market will give you opportunities to fucking get out.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, it may not keep you locked in all the time.
I'm just saying, I should have taken him.
Yeah, well, you know what? Like I said, that last one, I wouldn't have taken that either. Everything looked so negative, it would have kept going. I mean, I would have put my stop losses in and not hurt myself, but I wouldn't have taken that profit myself. There was nothing there saying take that. And then that thing just turned around, surprisingly. But again, that's what stop losses are for, to protect yourself.
Yeah.
And I didn't even see an opportunity to defend it. Like, nothing there would have said, okay, defend this position. So I don't know that I would have.
I'm okay with flat days like this, dude. You know what I mean? Just let it keep going flat.
Yeah, even if it crawls up slow, it's not going to hurt you. The theta's going to kick in, and you're going to make money.
I haven't seen. Yeah, but you don't make money. But that's why I don't like your strategy, dude. Then
well, I mean, dude, I'm doing better than you are this month. I mean, that's the bottom line.
Dave.
All right, so that's what counts. I don't have to say every day, yo, look how much I made, look how much I made. At the end of the month, I got to be green. That's what you're missing. And, I mean, that doesn't happen by taking a trade every day. That happens by making good trades.
Oh, you're right. Definitely right. I mean, bro, I'm seeing Facebook down 5%, Google down 3%. What the fuck, man? Intel down 10%.
Right.
What's going on here, dude? What's going on here? Apple's been positive all day, which is mind-boggling.
I think Biden knows you put that trade on. They hear you. They hear you on the phone. They're monitoring your phone. They know you bitch about the government and the conspiracy, and they saw you put that trade on, and now they're sticking it to you, bro. I think this is entirely personal.
No fucking doubt, bro.
See, that's what I do. Advice I'm not good at, but sarcasm, all you want, baby.
I appreciate that. You do good advice, Dave. Don't give me, it's just, dude, I had my out, bro. I fucked up. But, if I go back on this last trade, I should have taken that 30 cents. I did it before.
Yeah, but you know what, dude? That's the wrong lesson. The lesson is I suggested you not take that first trade, and you did it anyway because you're going for the greed. And then you did it again yesterday. I mean, you may not get hurt. You probably won't get hurt on this trade, but it's not a good trade. You went for the greed, man. Yo, just sit back. Wait, let this shit come to you.
You sit back and wait. Market's down 1%, then what? Then it goes down another percent, then you get the spread, you're fucked.
Nah. I mean, you got to look at the support areas, and where it's going to, where you're going to get caught.
Where's the next support here? say high 20s.
Well, I mean,
right?
yeah, where's the next support? You got to. I mean, now we're talking about time frame. I mean, if I'm going to take a position, I know what I'm going to be under. And how conservative I'm going to be.
Okay, so let's look at that then. Let's look at the Keltner. We've been above the Keltner for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days now.
Right. Yeah, but also we're in a season of volatility, man.
The middle channel again.
We're in a season of volatility. I mean, everything's not on a gnat's ass. There's a little art to this. So, well, you
hear that?
No. I was just reading something. I lost my train of thought. But you know what? You got to know. I mean, every setup that you do doesn't work in every environment. Things need a little tweak here and a little tweak there, and that's all it is. I mean, I didn't get hurt on the last pullback. I made money. I had to work, but I made money. I had to defend my position and everything. And I say, okay, there's a lot of volatility here, so I curtail my my philosophy. I'm looking for the orderly trading to come back in, and then I go back to my original guidelines. I mean, it's not I got to make money every day. Yeah.
I know. I need to get out of that mind frame.
Yeah. And you know what it is? You don't have the confidence in the idea that you're going to make money, so you're trying to make that money every day and you can't sit on your hands. But I know that I'm going to make a lot of money in the next few weeks. I know it. I mean, I've been doing it long enough. So I don't mind these days. I mean, I'd rather be fucking making money every day. I like that, and I don't have to think about anything. But I mean, I don't mind being a little more conservative and making shit work. Because I do hate giving back my money. I hate that shit.
I mean, I gave like $6,000 back. That's
what I look at. I hear you.
I gave back $6,000.
Well, so. You gave in $6,000. I mean, giving back is like making a profit and giving your profits back. But
I gave it back, dude. I was up 6 and now I'm down 12, so I gave back 6.
No, you gave back 6 and you handed in 6. So the market's $6,000 up on you.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
But the give back is I took it out and then I had to give it back. I hate that shit.
Yeah.
And then, forget about it. I hate giving up my capital. I mean, that's a change of, my business.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just need this fucking shellacking, bro. Like, ideally, we see it tanking, and I can put some puts on with you. That's all I want, dude.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you know as soon as I'm ready to make a move.
Of course. I mean, $1,000 a week, dude, is what I got to do at this stage.
Yeah.
And in a year, I'll get my money back.
I mean, that's but you got to look at you have to average out there. You can't really expect to put that 1,000 on every week. But at the end of the month, you got to average out at about 1,000 a week. Exactly. I mean, that's how I look at it.
That's a better way to look at it. I get it, Dave.
Yeah.
But what if the opportunity doesn't give you 2 weeks? Then you got to make it all back in the last 2 weeks.
Well, no. Hey, sometimes, I come up short sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I come up short of my goals, and I look at it. I look at my business plan, what I could do to change that around. Maybe my expectations are too high. But, I mean, and then other months I exceed it. So I say, okay, then I look over 6 months and I say, okay, I'm actually averaging out 1,500 a week over the 6 months. But, I got 2 months where I was only showing like 600 a week, So, I mean, that's...
Why not put a put spread on out of the money and then a fourth of what you would have and then keep,
Well, actually, I could do that in nickel and dime it, but I genuinely feel that there's going to be an aggressive pullback. And I think that I rather just sit on the cash and then get more bang for my buck. You know what I'm saying?
Is there anything next week that could?
No, there's really no news, man. There's no news. There's one goods report on Wednesday. I mean, Powell's talking today at 11 also. So, I mean. And if it's light volume. A lot of people will back off because Powell's talking, and the market's going to float up on light volume. So that could be what's happening. So, the end of the day could be a sell-off and give us that shooting star. Some people are texting me here. Dave is like training Luke.
Oh, are you reading text?
Yeah.
Kids coming up this weekend?
Yeah, the family's coming up Friday.
Guys, that's today, dude.
Yeah, it is today. Yeah, I think they're gonna be up tonight and doing some cooking. I'm actually making some beef Wellington,
Nice.
and I'm making a couple of pumpkin pies.
Nice. Yeah, you love cooking, don't you?
Yeah, I do like cooking, man.
It's good. I've never actually had beef Wellington, but
Oh yeah, it's really good. Actually, we used to go to this place in New Orleans, and we used to get it over there, and it was just amazing. And yeah, so
rare, medium rare.
well, yeah, I'm a medium rare kind of guy, and my girl is it keeps talking about it. St. James, that's what the place was called, the St. James, and they closed down. So I'm gonna see if I can make it for her. You ever been to New Orleans?
I have not, dude. Surprisingly, I've never been to Louisiana, and I had a lot of good clients from that state.
Oh, really? Oh, man, you got to go. You go to the Ritz, and it's right on Bourbon Street.
You should tell me you did that.
Oh, did I? Yeah. It's phenomenal, and the concierge level is like amazing.
No, I love the Ritz, bro. We did the Four Seasons in Hawaii one year, which was great.
Yeah, how'd you like Hawaii? I hate Hawaii.
Hawaii was the best. I've been all over the world. One of the best trips of my life.
Really?
We went to Maui, so we did the road to Hana.
Yeah.
You know what that is?
Yeah. I did all the islands when I went.
Yeah. So we just stayed on Maui. We went to North Shore. It was cool, dude. I brought a bunch of weed with me, which was great. My wife was pregnant, so it was baby moon.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, man, like the first place we stayed was like, I think, Kanapali Beach.
Right.
We just jumped into the ocean. There was like 40, 50 sea turtles, man. We were swimming with sea turtles for the first like couple days, which was, for me, it was the most magical thing in the world, man.
Really?
Like, it was amazing, dude. I would smoke a joint and just go swimming with the sea turtles. And then the road to Hana was pretty cool. We rented a Jeep.
Yeah.
You need help, Ish? Yeah. All right, let me go. I gotta help my wife. She's a little sick, and so is the baby.
Oh, is she really? You get it tested?
No, we went yesterday. In fact, we're gonna wait for the COVID test, but they basically said it's just a cold.
All right, cool.
We just gave her Benadryl, you know.
Yeah.
But I feel bad. Baby's never been sick. Wife is really sick now, just sneezing and shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, there's something going around. My youngest is sick, and she never gets sick, and we actually had her tested, but she came up negative.
Yeah, I think it might be the change in weather. It's pretty aggressive.
Yeah, it's probably just a flu floating around or something, or a virus floating around.
You know,
all right, bro. Go ahead. Go help your wife before she kicks your ass out.
All right,
later. All right. That's Psycho Trader when he's not really bouncing off the walls. So anyway, hey, if you like my stream, hit the likes. I see I got more listeners than likes. And if you're new, hit the subscribe and hit the bell and hit the like and hit up my Patreon account and a one-time donation through the PayPal account. And just keep me streaming. What do we got here? SPX, I don't touch that AMC stuff. Good for you. Cool, yeah, I stay away from the AMC as well. I made a lot of money before Dave's channel. Now I stick to SPX. Hey, good men. Oh man, this guy's high swimming with turtles. Yeah, who knows if they were even turtles? He's probably so high, could have been anything. Probably his wife. He said she was pregnant. Could have looked like a turtle. Yeah, next the turtle start giving him advice. He's actually a good dude. He's a little arrogant. I don't think the average individual would like him, but yeah, you know, I mean, I'm a big dick, so I could deal with the guy. Just like when he said he was in Hawaii with his wife, I'm like, yo, what a fucking waste. I mean, yeah, you know, I'm just not the domestic kind of guy. The last thing I want to do is be around pregnant women. Yeah, you know, and yeah, you know, I mean, I understand it, I respect it, it's great. I'm just, you know, don't have the head for it. And believe you me, the last thing a pregnant woman wants is me around her, you know, because I am a dick. But it's important to know who you are. I am a dick. So if you're new to the channel and you want to chat, man, there should be a telephone number in the description. And actually, I'll just throw it into the chat one more time. There you go. So dial it up, man, and you could talk to me, ask me any questions you want. And if you're in a trade right now, we could talk about it, talk you through it. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. That's just the kid. What? Yeah, hanging with pregnant women. And it's not. It's nothing about pregnant women. It's obviously my shortcoming, but that's the reality of things, and I like to deal in realities instead of being idealistic. Ideally, I would be a patient man and sympathetic and understanding and supportive of pregnant women or my pregnant spouse. But just not in my DNA, man. All right, cool. Someday, be good to hear from you. So yeah, and that's the reality. And I try to make her as comfortable as possible. And I was very supportive in that. She had like full-time help and everything like that, and I got behind it, and I was understanding. And then I took her out and made it possible for her to rest and relax and decompress and everything like that, and obviously gave her a very comfortable living environment. So I was supportive in Dave's way, I guess. But I'm not the kind of guy to like push baby carriages and carry diaper bags. And honestly, I changed my first, I changed my oldest child in the hospital when she was first born. I guess I used the wet wipes too soon. And I don't know, man, before you knew it, I was like elbow deep in feces, and the nurse just walked by, go, "Oh, look at this man here," and then moved me out of the way and cleaned up the baby, and that was the last diaper I ever changed. 2 kids, but I'm fine with that. Again, I mean, if you lived in a large apartment with 2 facer windows overlooking the Hudson and the Statue of Liberty and downtown Manhattan, and had a brand new car in the garage and help, you wouldn't mind if I didn't change a diaper, right? So I bought my way out of diaper changing. And then even this day and age, like, guys go to baby showers, and honestly, man, I don't even want to hang out with a dude who will go to a baby shower. And I know that shit may be very old school, but I'm a guy. Yeah, and I threw money at it. And that, I mean, because I didn't want to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? To me, the greatest aspect of having money is I don't have to wait online. That's it. Like, I mean, I don't care about the glitz and everything and showing off and people seeing shit. I mean, I like my airplanes and shit like that, but I did it for adventure and everything, not to impress anybody. I've had sports cars before I got into flying, because planes are a lot faster than cars, but I like to go fast. I like to race and things like that. But for me, I make a lot of money so that I don't have to wait online. That's it. I go to Disney World, I get the VIP program. I don't have to wait online. Hershey, I get the sweet access. I don't have to wait online. Restaurants, they know me. I don't have to wait online. And they know as soon as they grab me, I don't have to go bribe them. As soon as they grab me, taking me to the table, they know I'm going to kick them something. So I don't have to wait online. And that is the benefit. I hate waiting online, dude. I fucking hate waiting online. At an airport, fly first class. Don't wait online. have champagne while everybody else is waiting online. Yeah, that's what I say. Baby showers are not for men. Yo, I got a ton of in-laws, yeah, they're somewhat younger than me. I think my girlfriend's 6 years younger than me. So yeah, and she's the middle child out of her family, so she has a lot of younger spouses. But they go to baby showers. They have baby showers. They invite me. I'm like, dude, not for nothing, but no, yeah. And their friends go to baby showers and stuff like that. And I'm cool with my kids. Like I like going out with my kids. I used to take my kids to Disney World all the time, just them and I. My daughter and I are the two, and I like hanging out with them. But first of all, they need to be able to use the bathroom by themselves. I don't want to participate in that. I don't want to be wiping anybody. You know what I mean? I mean, they need a little advice on the bathroom. I'm there to offer advice, but I'm not cleaning anybody up. So, and they have to communicate. I mean, that crying thing, just not for me. Like communicate with me and cool, we could hang out. Whatever your problems are, we'll work to solve them. But when they cry. So my kids knew at a very young age that as soon as they cried, they had to go. They started crying. I was like, that's it. Go sit in your room. Come talk to me when you could talk to me. And my oldest used to work through the tears, and that's fine. She'd talk to me, but through the tears, and you get that, where they're like caught up in the emotion, but they can't speak. But she used to get a point out, and we'd solve the problem. So that's how we deal with children. And I got to tell you, man, my dogs are better mannered than most people's children. So, I mean, I'm not dealing with anybody else's children, that's for sure. I like my kids. My kids have good manners. They're reasonable. They don't never have temper tantrums or anything like that, even when they were young. And you always know how people's kids behave by their animals. Yeah, when you get these people with the dogs dressed in sweaters that run up and jump up on you, or even the little ones that jump up on your legs, that their kids are even misbehaved or probably on antidepressants. It's just I got a lot of subscribers, so I want to see how many people I offend and chase away. Well, yeah, Hershey is not a great amusement park, but it's like sex, man. Even bad sex is good sex. Um, So, even a bad amusement park is a good amusement park. My kids enjoy it. They love it. You love Hershey. It reminds me of when I was a kid. I used to go there. I like the whole concept of the community, how it's actually Derry, Pennsylvania. Lots of farms around there. I even enjoy the tour. I've done it hundreds of times, but get on that little trolley, take the tour. They tell you about everything. Um, so, yeah, I go to Hershey. But I've been to tons of them. Actually, we spent one summer. We would hop in the plane and just fly to all the different amusement parks. And up in my favorite one is probably the Great Adventure in New England. It's just well mannered. Everybody up there is well mannered. It was such a great park to be in. The Great Adventure, I think in Jersey or what have you, that's a zoo. That shit is just straight up ghetto. I mean, people cut in line. There's fights on the line. Ugh, it's just disgusting. I mean, we endured because that's what that summer was about, experiencing as many amusement parks as we can get to. Yeah, the New England amusement park was great. Well, actually, as many amusement parks along the East Coast, because I mean, I think my plane only did 180 knots or 200 knots, so it's not like we're gonna fly cross country. And then I don't remember what the range was. I think the range was maybe 600 or 800 miles. So then you'd have to land, gas up, take off again. So that just really prolongs the flight. But the kids used to love it, man. They were so good. My youngest, I mean, we used to put the headphones on her, and she was young, and like Each headphone was like the size of her head, so it was very funny to see her in there. It looked like three apples together, you know. And you put that thing on her and forget about it, man. She'd be out like a light before we took off. You know, she'd just be out, and she'd sleep most of the flight, and then usually wake up landing. You know. Um, does it really? Yeah. Well, mine didn't. Yeah, I didn't go 300 miles an hour. Yo, I had a helicopter that did like maybe 100 knots. You know, um, that shit was just slow, 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 and exhausting. But I flew it from Fort Lauderdale all the way down to Trinidad, island hopping through the Caribbean, which was pretty cool, you know. And the thing's like a glass bubble, so it got hot as a son of a gun in there. And it'd be pretty funny because I'd be landing in these airports, like, you know, no shirt, sweating my balls off, and people are standing in the airport looking, watching my helicopter run down the taxiway. And down in the Caribbean, I mean, they don't have small airports like we have around here. So I was landing at the international airports, the major airports, and it was very funny because I had this little helicopter landing at the gangways, and you know, I literally had to climb like a ladder to get inside the gangway that goes to the regular airplanes, and then I can get into the airport. And there was my helicopter parked where normally the big airplanes were parked. It was quite comical. I have good pictures. The GP4 is a two-seater. Yeah, well, that didn't work for me, man. I needed a four-place at least. Actually, mine was a five-seater. My plane, my the helicopter was a four-seater. And now I can't fly because I won't take statins. You believe that shit? That's it. I'll fix their ass. I'll just take them for a month. My cholesterol will drop to like two, and they'll give me the health certificate, and then I get fly again. Feels like we've been in the market forever, and here we are testing the highs again. And interestingly enough, the 30-minute is kind of developing a fair value image, so it looks like we could possibly push higher. Again, I'm just not brave enough to take that trade, man. Just not brave enough to take the trade. And what's today? Friday. See, and I don't think I'm gonna look for a trade. I just don't like what I'm seeing. November 1. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. 4:30. I'm not gonna do it. Just not gonna do it. Well, let's see. 4:30. Mm-mm-mm. Hmm. Boom, chakalaga. Oh, told you I still chat with my assistant from the firm, who actually came with me to a couple of companies that I built after I retired. She just shot me a text. Too fucking cold. There she goes. Did we? Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, now the 30's getting overextended again. So if you played that move, just watch your risk, because the 30's just looking a little overextended. But what's interesting is the 2 minute is still fair value. So probably got a little more push in it. But I would just keep squeezing my stop so that I don't lose what I gained, or at least be at a break even and see how far you can go. Because it looks like it's just pushing up, pushing up, pushing up. Anybody play that break? Did you play that break, Antonio? Yeah, she's pretty good looking, man. Very elegant, very classy. Good, excellent taste. Really charming. If she didn't work for me, I would have been all over that. But it's easy to find women to sleep with. It's hard to find them to work with. So you don't blow that shit up. Or at least it's hard to find good people to work with. It's easy to find women to sleep with. So when you find good people, you just don't blow it up. Don't blow it up. What the hell was I doing? Oh, I was trying to tell this guy. What is that? $185s. Think. Now, if it was only real cash. No, don't think like that, man. Real trade. It doesn't matter if it's real cash or not, right? What's important is a good trade and that you trade well, right? That's like what I was telling the kid. The byproduct is real cash. So when you're trading well, then you move into cash and you start making money. You can't do this to make money. You have to make money as a result of what you're doing. Nah, I mean, oh, look at that. See, now we're back at the. So, did you close that position out? How did you close that out, Anthony? Did you get stopped out, or did you decide to take a profit somewhere? How'd you close that trade out? Okay, so it was moving up. You were selling into strength, and you're riding it down. See, now you could have called me and we could have talked through this trade together. You don't have to be a big swinging dick to talk to me. And you might as well do it now, man, because when the channel blows up, it's going to be like I don't even know you. All right, cool. I like that. You decided to first topping tail. All right, good for you, man. Good eyes. Good eyes. But did you get out, or you said I'm writing it down now? I'm writing it down too. Oh, you mean TOO, like you're writing it down also. So now I'm assuming that you took a put and you're playing the retrace. Yeah, I don't even see how you would have called that. That retrace is a little too much of a gamble play for me. Because I'm looking at the 30-second bar, I only have a single top. Maybe you saw a double top or something, but you're trading on assumption or gut feeling, which is lovely, but that's going to bite you in the ass. I look for signals, and I'm going to miss a couple of trades, but I'm going to miss a couple of hurts also. So, I mean, I kind of like the break of the high trade, but I'm not too crazy about your reversal trade. Not that you won't make money, but I don't like your entry. And I think, you just got to understand there's the long game, and it's a probability. So just because it went up, it doesn't increase the probabilities that it's going to go down. If you could see a resistance area, a double top, a reversal pattern, some sort of confirmation. I mean, the tails are an indication, but I don't know if I'm entering on tails. So right now on the 5-minute, I see a tweezer, and it's telling me that the trend could reverse. So that could be an entry. Not that I play tweezers, but I'm seeing signals now of the possibility of a reversal, and just of the possibility, because I'm looking at the signal. I'm not trading it. When the signal triggers, then I would trade it. So you're going for that confirmation. Yeah. See, that's good. So you see a big ride up, and you figure we're gonna have a big ride down. So it's a good bias, but that's, you just did exactly what Psycho Broker did. Or let's call him Psycho Trader, because he's no longer a broker. Psycho Trader did. He has a gut feeling or an impression, and he trades on that, and that shit goes against you more often than not. Or it may not go against you more often than not, but when it does, pop, you blow yourself up, because then you don't want to admit that your gut instinct was wrong. So, or, maybe you play your gut instincts and you have good risk management and put stops in, But, I mean, it's not the manner in which I would tell you how to trade. I mean, it comes into play, especially when you see good signals, but you got to get confirmation. For 4 points, so you're getting $2 on your spread, on your calls. It traded right through your target too, which is nice. So you probably got out at a decent price. Or instead of even getting out, you could start trailing your stop. Once it hits your target, you just say, all right, I'll give up $50 and start trailing your stop and see if you can get yourself caught in a runner, which you just might, and it might be a good trade, because like I said, today I'm looking for that shooting star, and it may give it to us on a Friday. $10:30. I'm not going to stay here very long and trade with you guys because I want to get some chores done before the family gets up here, so I could just chill out. All right, cool. That's cool, Ant. I'm glad you do that. That's Hey, Tommy. Good to see you. Yeah, pattern day trader. Well, so you're trading paper anyway. Read about futures contracts. You could trade them. Basically, it's the same concept as an option contract, and there's no pattern day trading on commodities. So you could trade futures all day long. The PDT doesn't pertain to futures contracts. Yeah, look at this, man. Look at this. This is nice. This is nice, nice, nice. I don't know. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm feeling our shooting star coming today. I hope it does. I mean, it doesn't mean the market's definitely going to turn around, but we could look for that trigger on Monday. If it triggers on Monday, I'd say 490 is an easy target. I'll be looking to take those trades. We got a bunch of resistance to work through. But it certainly will put me in a good shape. Oh yeah, absolutely, Anthony. As a matter of fact, I mean, I used to. First of all, what I've taught you here, you could use in any type of market, any type of vehicle. I mean, a pattern's a pattern. So yeah, you could use it. But I mean I that is what I primarily traded, futures and a lot of tax benefits. And then I just switched to options because it was just easier to watch one market, um, while doing income trades and shit like that. So it's really my laziness as to why I'm just doing options and really I mean for every point that a futures contract goes, you pick up $50. So holding a delta 50 every point the SPX goes, you pick up $50. So the return and the risk is all the same. So so basically, I mean, you'd be having the same experience. The only difference is there is no put side. So if you want to go, if you're playing it to go up, like now we'll buy a call. So then you just buy the future. If you're playing it to go down, then you just sell the future first and buy it back later. So that's the only difference. It's not like there's a put and a call. It's just one future contract. You're either long the contract or you short the contract. So like when you had that reversal, you would have been long one future contract, and then if you wanted to turn around, you would have sold two. So you would have closed your long future contract, and you would have picked up an additional short future contract, and it would have went down. So you could have closed your position and turned around simultaneously. Which that shit is handy. And then you could do it any time. I mean, you could trade through the night. It's 24 hours a day. Yeah, shorting futures is similar to shorting stocks, but you don't have to borrow the security. There's no interest on it. There's no reporting, and they can't squeeze you on it. They can't turn around and say, okay, we need that stock back. You have to close it. Which that could happen when you're shorting stocks. The clearing firm can come to you and say, yo, close this position. We need that stock back. There's no additional margin requirement or anything. And your loss is actually defined to your investment, or at least your call. So yeah, that's the only difference. But yeah, the manner in which you transact it is the same. You buy it or sell it either way. If you're going short, you sell it. If you're going long, you buy it. If you went short and sold it, you got to buy it to close it. And if you went long and bought it, then you got to sell it to close it. And the taxes are nice. I think you pay 15% on the first 60% of your profits, and then you pay 30% on the second on the remaining 40% of your profits, and that's how options work. So that's another incentive to do commodities and things like that because of the tax benefits. And then obviously if your income is a trader, if you could work as a trader, then everything about trading comes off of your profit, and then you whack it up. You guys who have regular jobs don't get that benefit. You don't get to categorize as a trader. And they even bitched with me. Once I sold the firm and had other companies, they were complaining that I wasn't a trader. And I was like, yo, that's been my primary source of income for like 20 fucking years. Why would it change now? I still trade, and and I mean, as far as income, I mean, that's the rest of the stuff I do is just capital gains. So, this is my income. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I think you're going to do well on those puts. We're hitting a little bit of resistance right around here, but actually my charts are a little off too. Actually, you probably bounce off of 46.30 or somewhere around there, and then it'll turn around. But that's a really nice 30-minute bar, man. That's pretty aggressive, pretty strong. That's what we've been looking for. Kind of figured it was going to happen today. I mean, I really thought we would see it yesterday, but I knew if we didn't see it yesterday, we would see some sort of pullback today. No plans to go into the markets tomorrow or over the weekend with this risk after making all that profit that they made. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. So how many contracts did you put on? Oh, you said you put on 4 contracts. Um, so what would the call have been on those 4 contracts? How much money would you have had to tie up? Antonio. We're making that little bounce off the resistance. And remember, everything's not on a gnat's ass. You know, just because I said it was, what did I say it was? It was 46.30. Doesn't mean it's going to touch 46.30 and come off. That's always fun, and I like to watch that happen. But everything's in a range, so you got to look and say, okay, I'm getting close to this range. I'm going to take my or watch for an indication that this will turn around to take my profits. You know, because we get the newbies on here that know everything. Say, oh, it didn't even touch your thing and it turned around. Well, you know what? It got within range. So let's see. Where did it get to? The low was 47.20. So I was 90 cents out of the money and it turned around. Okay, 2,400. They were 600 each. All right, cool. I just want to see. You know, a lot of people use the sim account and then they trade more than they could handle. Whenever you're trading in a sim account, trade as though it's your cash, and just be in that practice. Don't take more shares. Trade it as though it's your cash, and you know, simulate your real life so that you're accustomed to moving and entering your orders and everything. It should, you know, don't get lost because they gave you $100,000 in monopoly money. And yo, dude, you trade that sim until you just know that if you go live, you're going to be smooth. Not hope. Once you have that little bit of doubt, when you hit that live button, that's it. Go back to sim. Mm-mm. Good thinking, Tommy. Just caught in track in the chat. Red Bulls, you guys are crazy. But hey, anybody who's new and listening, hit the bell and hit the subscribe. The bell's important because normally I'm on the back of a boat or even up here in the mountains. My internet usually kicks out, and then I get right back up, and the bell will let you know when I'm up. Also, I do some morning meetings and end of the days, so that you'll know when those are up. And hit the like because it helps my algorithms and kind of like tipping your host, letting you know that you like what I'm doing. Hit up the chats too, man, because it gives us content. And if you want to talk to me direct, you're in a trade, you want to talk it out. There's a phone number in the chat. There's a phone number in the title. So you could talk directly to me. Actually, let me make sure that thing's ringing too. Yep, nobody tried. Anyway, yeah. I mean, it's not the same number that Psycho Broker is Psycho Trader is using, but Psycho Trader knows me. So anyway, hit up those likes, man. Hit them, hit them, hit it. I know where you live. Hit the likes. No. All right. So there's definitely more trading to the day, but it's Friday, and I got a ton of things I want to do before the family gets to the house. So I'm taking my leave, ladies and gentlemen. So once again, subscribe and hit the bell, hit the like. I appreciate everybody stopping in here. And just remember, be calm and cool. You should be at peace when you trade. And